This video was filmed over a several month period between January 2022 and May of 2022, and I have already used the trailer once and have found a few things I'm wanting to change, but let me show you how we got to this point. It's January 18th as I video this, so you're not going to see this for a while. I'm not really sure when you'll see it. Probably when the weather's a little warmer, but I got some parts for my trailer today. Alright, it's February 3rd as I video this. Yep, still can't work on the trailer yet. Come on, spring. So in December of last year, I decided to replace the suspension on my car trailer because my car trailer is a 1967 trailer, and I'm sure by the looks of what is on there now that it is the original 55-year-old equipment. So I placed an order with etrailer.com, and these packages arrived at the first of the year, and I've been holding on to them ever since for the weather to get better. And now that we're almost to May, it's time to get this on my trailer. It took me a little bit of time to get to find the exact spring that I needed for my trailer, and I ended up with these springs here that have 3 leaves in them. All of the hardware for this suspension came as bare steel, and of course I didn't want it to rust, so I am taping up the threads on the U-bolts and going to give them a good coat of Rust-Oleum black paint. To protect the threads on all of the nuts that I'm going to spray paint, I am wadding up little bits of aluminum foil and sticking it down in the threads to keep them from getting paint on them. As you can see, it's a little bit of a tight fit getting my truck and trailer in the driveway when they're still hooked together, but I wanted to leave the truck hooked onto the trailer so I could keep things kind of level and make sure everything was going to look right ride height wise. So that's why it's parked like this. I'm cutting the U-bolts off because the threads were longer than my impact sockets. I don't have deep well impact sockets, so this is the quickest way since I was going to be replacing the hardware and U-bolts anyway. The trailer is a 1967 trailer, and I'm pretty sure that the suspension on it is the original 54-year-old hardware, so it put up quite the fight getting it off. Now where'd it go? This old hardware is a random mix of 3/4, 7/8, and 15/16 size heads, and thankfully the new hardware is only two different sizes of 3/4 and 7/8. I like to use old lunch meat packaging to hold my hardware when I'm working on a project, and if the container gets dirty, then it can just be pitched and I can replace it with another. The first of many bolts that had to be cut off. As you just watched, after quite the struggle and fight, the original springs and shackles and hardware have all been removed, and it's time to start piecing together the new parts. Obviously we're dealing with springs here and there are tensions involved, and I had to put a little tension on the springs in order to get the bolt holes to line back up in place, which was not a big deal, as you can see. Now I'm giving it the old bounce test. We have Firebird decals, and I'd love for you to have one. You can get one at my eBay store at the link in the description below. This is what the original suspension on the driver's side looked like before I dismantled it. So I bent my reciprocating saw blade, but that's nothing a little hammering can't fix.
top. Woo! Son of a
This particular bolt put up one heck of a fight.
Well, that ain't cool. What the hell happened there? Really? What the?
Now I have the springs and hardware and components from the driver's side removed, and we're ready to put the new parts on. I used to save scrap and take it in for money, but since the prices have plummeted within the last few years, it's just not worth it for me. I don't have the space, and it's just easier to set it out in the alley and let those who do scrap for a living to swing by and pick it up. present to you what I call the driver's side of the trailer, the completed suspension, ready for the wheels now. Well, that's going to do it for the suspension replacement on my car trailer. Please stay tuned for a future video where I do some further modifications to the suspension after finding out some issues once I use the trailer with this new suspension on it. Hey, and thanks for watching.